Hi, Mom. So I got my ticket home from Europe. I get back on June 6th, but it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight. But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport so you don't have to pick me up. Like, really seriously, you don't have to. Okay, so, love you. See you soon. Bye.
Hi, I'm Steve Gaynor. I'm the co-founder of the Fulbright Company. We made Gone Home. I was the writer and
Hello.
designer. And thank you
Hello.
for taking a look at our commentary mode. Whenever you find an icon like the one you just clicked on, you can find out a little bit more about the game. I want to thank everybody who's added commentary. Yanman and Carla, my co-founders of the company. Kate Craig, our 3D artist, Chris Remo, our composer, Sarah Grayson, the voice of Sam Greenbrier, and so Christmas Duck. Christmas Duck is a fan favorite. He's kind of a mascot, I guess, and I think that's partly because it's a weird concept, a Christmas duck, and partly because it's like the first unique thing that you encounter in the game. It's kind of personified. He's like a little character. But the thing is, Christmas Duck was not planned. When we were starting the project, we didn't have a 3D modeler because Kate came on a couple months after we started, and we needed a bunch of 3D models. And so I was just going through the Unity asset store. So when I was going through the list and saw this Christmas duck, and I was like, "What is that?" Okay, and I grabbed it, and we used it as like a test object just to set up the system where you can grab stuff and carry it around. And then I ended up saying, all right, we got this Christmas duck, I'll hide the key under it. And instead of replacing the free model with a totally different thing, just made a real version of it. And Carla modeled it, and Kate textured it, and we kept him in the game. And
Dear Katie, so much has changed, even just since you've been away. We moved into this house. I'm at a new school. And my big sister being gone for a year doesn't make it any easier. It doesn't feel real. But I'm not gonna let it faze me. I used to tell you everything, and if I can't do it in person, because you're off gallivanting around who knows where, I'll tell it to this journal, just like I was talking to you.
The fact that there are speedruns for our game makes me really happy. The fact that there are speedruns for our game makes me really happy, and the fact that, you know, that the any percent speedrun, aka you don't have to pick up anything, just get to the end as fast as possible, has basically been optimized to, I think, 47 or 48 seconds. Even just watching that speedrun is really fun because you see the player optimize, like, for instance, the fastest speedruns, they don't turn on any lights because it would take a fraction of a second to turn towards the light switch and turn it on and then turn back to the direction they wanted to go. And, you know, they just kind of, like, strafe past things and don't even change direction to move through the house. And then, yeah, the 100% Diaries speedrun is even more interesting because players use that secret knowledge to play the game totally out of order based on a strategy for, okay, what's the most efficient...
I think this is one where I love the way the music makes it so uplifting. Because it starts out in this very, you know, sad point where it's sort of just like, you kind of don't know what, I don't know.
So this is the last room in the game, room chronologically in the story. You did it! Yeah, this is where you find Sam's journal that you have been hearing diary entries from. And it's revealed, or I guess implied retroactively, that, you know, the game has been taking place in a flashback, basically, and Katie read Sam's diary that was addressed to her and is now thinking back to what she saw in the house.
Katie, I'm so sorry that I can't be there to see you in person, that I can't tell you all this myself. But I hope as you read this journal and you think back, that you'll understand why I had to do what I did. And that you won't be sad, and you won't hate me, and you'll just know that I am where I need to be. I love you so much, Katie. I'll see you again, someday. Love, Sam. The sunset light in this house is the saddest thing I've ever seen. I just want to sleep. When I'm in the attic, it almost feels like Lonnie could still be here. She's just downstairs. I'm just waiting to hear her pull down the hatch and come running up. Maybe I'll go up to the attic and wait. had an interesting talk with Mom and Dad tonight. One you were never gonna need to have. I mean, you've known, right? I've known. I've known since, like, She-Ra. Mom and Dad didn't, I guess. But they saw the zine and the stuff on the locker, and they were like, is there something we should know about you and Lonnie? And so here's the thing. I was prepared for them to be mad, or disappointed, or start crying, or something. But they were just in denial. You're too young to know what you want. You and Lonnie are just good friends. You just haven't met the right boy. It's a phase. That's what I didn't see coming. That they wouldn't even respect me enough to believe me. Well, joke's on them, because they're in for one very long phase. We agreed our last night together would be our happiest ever, and we'd forget tomorrow was going to come at all. It worked for a while. We had a good time seeing Oscar off, then ran up to the attic to look through our photos, to find one for Lonnie to take with her. And looking at them, I realized they were all in the past, and there wouldn't be any more. And I didn't know what I was going to do. And I cried, and she held me. She said she knew it was hard, but life would move on. I said I didn't want my life to keep moving without her. That's when she cried too. I was so exhausted. Katie, you know how Mom and Dad are. Not exactly super open-minded about things. It feels like every minute I don't spend with Lonnie, I spend worrying about them finding out about us. And what would happen if they did? Dear Katie, so much has changed, even just since you've been away. We moved into this house. I'm at a new school. And my big sister being gone for a year doesn't make it any easier. It doesn't feel real. Oh my God. You are so lucky you finished high school before we moved into this house. So, it's the first day of school, and there I am, introducing myself to the class. And I say that I just moved into the house on Arbor Hill. All of a sudden, every kid in the room turns and just stares like I suddenly transformed into a mutant. I just stood there, wishing pretty hard for a rewind button. Because now maybe nobody knows my name, but they all know who I am. The Psycho House girl. Great. You know that feeling where the first moment you see someone, it's like they have a big gold star around them, and you have to get to know them? Well, there's this girl. I think she's a senior. She's usually dressed kind of punk, but sometimes I see her in this, like, army uniform. She's always drawing in this notebook, looking so intense. I had no idea how I would ever, like, have an excuse to talk to her. Till I noticed she and her friends hang out and play Street Fighter at the 7-Eleven every day after school. When you live in one place your whole life, your next door neighbor is kind of like your default friend. And Daniel only got weirder over the years. So moving away has been a good excuse to, like, not see him anymore. But he did always have the good Nintendo games. Maybe I'll give him a call. So you know what they say about the best laid plans of mice and men? Yeah, turns out it applies to Street Fighter too. At least I worked up the courage to walk into the 7-Eleven and ask for a turn, but...
Hello?
Oh my god, so I've been live streaming without my voice going. I am so sorry, people.
Yeah, you've been talking the whole time without actually talking.
Because I plugged in my old mic, my PS4 mic, and then I unplugged it and I didn't know what happened. I thought I was talking, but I guess I didn't.
Okay, I cannot watch a live stream because when you talked just now, I heard the live stream and you're like, hello. And I was like, yeah, kind of just got scared. Yeah,
wait, you heard my voice in my live stream?
Just now, because when you said hello.
God damn it. I'm sorry, people. Technical difficulties.
That's why I was like, I thought you muted me, so I was about to I was like, wait a minute, why aren't you talking anymore? So when I need the live stream, I was like, why aren't you talking? Then I was like, oh wait, I can hear myself, so he's not talking. Okay, well, I'm watching the McJuggernaut. I'll be right back.
Oh, what? There's a note on the back.
What?
There's a note on the back of this book.
Oh, okay, good.
Well, I'm just gonna go upstairs now and go to the attic. 'Cause I think I found all the notes. I love how when you look down you don't see anything, but I think you're just like a floating head at times. That's way too loud. Damn, that was way too loud. Okay. Now all we need is a match. I'll light it. And let it burn, baby, burn. Burn, baby, burn. Oh, it actually shows that little... Oh, wait a second. That was the basement,
Lonnie
right?
came over today. Everything was different. She was sitting at my desk chair, and she wouldn't look at me. Finally, I asked her what was going on. She said she felt like she'd done something wrong that night in the city. Like I must think... But I said no. There was nothing wrong. I just wanted to say... But I couldn't find the words. I felt like I was gonna
that's
cry,
actually,
but I wasn't
like,
sad.
Going like,
She got up and sat next to me on the bed. I looked at her.
I can't pick that back up.
Lonnie, do you think you could ever... And that's when she kissed me.
Yep, I was right. Our character sister's a lesbian. Now, open that up. Read that note. And then, classic. Going up into the attic.
Oh my god. Katie, I fell asleep in the attic, in Lonnie and my old spot, and I missed the first 2 calls. I just barely caught the third one before the machine got it. And it was Lonnie, on a payphone. She'd been on the bus to Basic, and she said she couldn't think of anything but me and us, and that she couldn't go through with it, with the army and being a part and all of it. And so she got off the bus in Salem. She said, "Sam, I want you to pack up everything you can and get in your car and come find me. And let's just drive until we find somewhere for us." And she asked me if I could do that. And I said yes. Yes.
I was right. Okay, so pretty much we just found out our character's sister is a lesbian. Jeez, stop. Okay.
How dare you?
Yes!
Katie, I'm so
Oh
sorry
my god.
that I can't be there to
Yeah, I'm
see you
watching
in
the video.
person. That I can't tell you all this myself.
But seriously, guys, I am so sorry for the audio difficulties. I seriously thought I had all the audio and all that. I am so sorry. But,
Oh shit!
I already got out of the game. I'm already on like the main menu. But guys, I hope you like and subscribe on the video if you have not already. And I am really sorry for the stupid audio. I really screwed up on that part. I literally forgot that I forgot to change my Turtle Beaches back over. I thought I left it on my I thought it would autocorrect onto my headset, but it didn't. It just went straight to the TV and all that. So I didn't notice, and sorry for that. But check out the 2 previous videos before you, like, I should have said this in the beginning, even though nobody would have heard me.
There might be Season 2, Episode 2 come out tomorrow with Fire and Gaming Center. Oh, yeah.
And Alex. Right?
Hopefully.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hopefully.
And John, you gave me a freaking headache. I hate you. It's not funny.
It's okay.
No, it's not.
It'll be okay. It'll be okay.
I want to punch you. Well, guys. Are you guys there? And goodbye. Giggity, 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 giggity.